What's up, ladies? How are you? Okay, so this is part 2 of how to be more gentle. If you didn't watch part 1, please go watch that one. I have to cut the video up because I was talking to my fiance and my brother, and they gave me a bunch of ways to be more gentle as females. So if you want to know the first ones, go watch the video. It's either going to be up here or it's going to be down below in the description. So yeah, so let's get back into it. So we left off trusting him. Make sure you fully trust your partner, because the last thing you want is to constantly make somebody feel like they gotta prove their love to you for the rest of their lives. Try to be more trusting to your partner, and plus people know deep down inside when you don't trust them. Like people do. Like, I don't mean to say that like that, but people know like when you don't trust them. Something about the Holy Spirit is it reveals things to you, and just cause you don't think that they may know, people know. Okay, next one. Alright, I am guilty of this one also. Listen before you react. One thing that females probably, I'm laughing because it's like, it's so funny to me, like how like we like struggle with these things. It's like, yo, like when you think that you don't have certain problems, but then you hear somebody like this, it's like, yeah, I need to work on some things. So basically, yeah, listen before you react. So me and my mom was laughing about this one earlier, because one thing as a female, I don't know about you guys, but sometimes I could be very like, I'm talking right, and I'd be like, go ahead. It's like he'd be like, let's say if he like, especially back then, like let's say if he was to say something, I'd be like, so what you mean? And then he'd be like, oh, I'd be like, no, I don't think you meant that, but go ahead. And he'd be like, I meant that. So I'm like, okay. So what you mean about that? What you mean about that? Why did you say it like that? But no, it was the way your face was when you said it. I don't think you telling the truth. It's like that. Yo, like, let me finish my sentence. Let me finish my sentence before you feel like I'm about to, like, you know, lie to you. Like, it's like, dang, like, I didn't realize it until my mom said how, like, she really didn't listen before she reacts. She really would just react before she heard, like, some stuff. Me hearing that, 'cause I'm like, yo, like, I definitely used to do that, and I still sometimes do that. And it's like, yo, give somebody a chance to finish their sentence. It's like, last thing somebody need is you, like, reacting before they can be finished. It's like sometimes you be like, yo, I walked to the store and what'd she do? Who that? You was talking to some other girl? You was all over her face? It's like, bro, that's the definition of trust issues. Like, bro, you see how I just said bro? I think I said girl. I don't know. I think I said bro or girl, but I'm telling you, I say bro a little bit too much. But yeah, so make sure you listen before you react. Another one is, he is not against you. Your partner is your partner for a reason. He loves you for a reason. He wants to be with you personally for a reason. He doesn't worry about no other girl. He doesn't need no other girl, but he's worrying about you. He needs you. He wants you. He committed to you for a reason. He's not against you. Sometimes, it reminds me of the song Love and War by Tamar Braxton. Like, sometimes it can feel like, yeah, being in a relationship with somebody can feel like love and war. That's so corny to say, but it can feel like that. But you have to realize that y'all are a team. When he loses, you lose. For real. If you lose, he lose. For real. That's how it go. It's not like when you, especially when you engage or when you marry or when you with somebody forever, like, there's no like me losing and he not lose. You feel me? So like, it's so basically, like, what I mean he's not against you is you guys are in it together. You know, once you take someone's hand and propose, or once you take someone's hand and marry them, you guys are together. You know, you guys should be making sure that that is the key goal. Like, the problem isn't you guys, the problem is the problem. You know, like, if the problem is that he never puts the toilet seat down or something like that, that's the problem. The problem isn't him. It's the toilet seat not being put down and the fact he didn't put it down. But you get what I'm trying to say? Like, or if the problem is if you leave hair in the sink or something and you don't pick it up, that's the problem. Fix that. Don't try to be so hard on each other is what I mean. You know, because you guys are a partner. You guys are partners. You guys are a team. So that's the key. Next is this. Don't be so led by your emotions. So this can be kind of hard because we as females can be sometimes a little emotional. You know, like we are a little softer than others. Some a little softer than others. Some of them are a little more tender than others, things like that. So but I mean to say, don't be so led by your feelings, like, and it's like not saying that you shouldn't care. No, try not to be so overly emotional. Like, try not to be so much in your feelings. Not everything be that deep, you know. And I definitely had to learn that recently. Not everything don't be that deep. Stuff don't be that deep. We make things that deep. I say all that to say that, like, when you make things a big deal, it becomes a bigger problem than what it is, you know. So that's all I mean far as, like, don't be too much in your feelings. Learn your man. Learn the things that he like. Learn the things that make him excited. You know, learn him. You know, like, it's like, you know when you read a book for the first time and you're so excited to read the book, and it's like you learn so much, right, about the book, but by the time you get to the end of the book, you kind of forgot what happens in the beginning, or even throughout the book as you read it, you forgot what happens in the beginning. Not saying that our partners are just books. No, I'm trying to say far as, like, sometimes we forget as people, and you want to make sure you learn the things that he likes, because you don't want to forget. Men are very simple, so they don't ask for too much. They don't want too much, but you want to make sure you remember what they do like. Because us as women, we like a lot of things, you know, and it can be very like, oh, I like this, wait. And then it could also be like, I've learned, you know, some guys don't like the things that we like, you know. And also, I've also learned that sometimes some females like to dress up their guys, like they dolls and you know, do all the extra stuff, and guys don't like that, you know. So you want to learn, you want to know what he likes. He's not a baby doll, he's not a brat doll, he's not a Barbie doll, he's a man. So dressing him up the way you want him, or doing whatever, you know, stuff like that, you want to make sure you get him things that he likes. Because I remember one time I brought my fiance a pair of shoes. He kept telling me he wanted these specific shoes, and I said okay, you know. But once I got to the shoe store, I thought these other shoes looked kind of nice, and it was exactly what he always talks about, like, you know, he want ankle support, all that stuff. He played basketball. It's a bunch of other stuff. So I don't know. All I know is that he likes those type of shoes. I thought he would like those type of shoes, but he already told me exactly what he wanted. But instead of me getting exactly what he wanted, I went out and I got a little distracted. And I ended up grabbing something that he likes, but it's not what he wanted, you know. So then I found myself saying, well, I thought you liked these, you know, and then I realized I heard myself say that, and I'm like, hey, but that's not what he told you he wanted. You know, he specifically told you what he wanted, and you went and grabbed something else. So, like, I'm just saying first, like, if you're that girlfriend that made that mistake maybe once or twice, try to make sure we learn our guys so we know what they want, you know. Next one is, even when he's upset, still be gentle to him. Far as, like, I've learned in premarital counseling that men sometimes, they have pride, things happen, you know, and they can get a little upset, and the best thing to do is stay calm and still operate in your feminine energy, or just operate in a gentle mindset, you know. Still be gentle to him, because he will later on apologize. You know, the last thing a person needs when they're angry, you get angry. It's like when you cry, the last thing you need is him to cry with you, you know. Well, if things get a little hard and things are a little deeper, you know, maybe sometimes I do need to cry, but that's not what I mean to say. I mean to say, if it's something small and you all in your feelings and you need to cry a little bit, the last thing you need is him to cry with you. You need a comforter, right? So if he's upset about something, last thing he needs for you is to yell at him, get upset. He just maybe needs someone that can listen, or maybe he just upset at you about something. So, like, the best thing to do is operate in your feminine, gentle energy, later on he will come and apologize. I've learned it's ask your partner for advice. Oh my goodness, men love when you ask them for advice. I have learned that, like, especially during when I asked him about like things that females should do that's more gentle, it's like he kind of really loved giving me some advice. So I thought it was so kind of cute. Like, I was just staring, I was just like, oh my goodness, that's so cute how like interested you are, and you just talking and talking. But the point that I was trying to make was ask him for advice. Okay, the reason why is because men love to feel needed. They love to feel that, like, oh, she need me, I can help you with this. They love to teach. You know, men are providers. You know, they love to teach. You know, they're men. So, like, they love to teach, provide. You know, they love fixing problems. So if you come to them with a problem, they want to fix it, you know. So it's like, it's so cute when, like, you ask them, I don't know this. You know, because women think they know everything already. So actually submitting yourself, being calm, being humble, come to him, I don't know this problem. Can you help me fix it? Not in a manipulate way. Don't be like trying to get him to solve problems that you know, because he know what you know and what you don't know. You know, things like that. Your partner knows you. So yeah, like if you come to him and you really don't know, like, can you help me with this? And you really don't know, and you really need his help, he will appreciate that so much. And you really listen to him and be like, hey, excuse me. If you really listen to him and be like, hey, that was a good idea, I really love it. That's something that man would really, really love. So in my opinion, I think that you should always ask your man for advice if you don't know something. That should be one of the first people you go to, so he can feel good, you know. So yeah, and also so you can feel good because, you know, you just took advice from like the best person in your life. Next is remember you need your man. Okay, yes, you can pick up the boxes by yourself. Yes, you can move dressers and you can build furniture and you can paint the walls. Of course, we got it. The whole I'm independent, I can do it. No, you need your man. Okay, you need to always remember that picking up the bags and doing all of that, let him do that. That's why God built him so perfect, you know. That's why God built him with those muscles. Okay, so he can do that. Okay, yes, I know we have muscles and we use the whole independent movement, all this other sort of stuff. But what I mean to say is that let that man be a man. Okay, let him grab the bags, let him paint the walls, you know, let him do it, you know, that type of stuff. Let him lift up the furniture, let him move the stuff, like let him do him, you know. Personally, I feel like you need your man, so let him be a man, because he wants to feel needed. Men love feeling needed. They love feeling like she needs me, you know, just like we do. We love feeling like, can I help you? Are you okay? What can I do for you? Are you fine? All right. Are you hungry? Let me cook for you. Let me wash your clothes. Let me do this. Da da da. Because we want to feel like we, you know, good girlfriends or partners. Basically, we want to feel like really, really good partners. So that's why we're constantly, especially women, are constantly trying to make sure they do everything nice for their man. So I feel like, personally, let him do things for you because you need him. So, but if you're constantly saying, I got this, I got this, I got this, he like, damn, you don't ever need me, you feel me? And then when you sitting there struggling bringing bags in the crib, he's sitting there on the game and he just got from work, you like, you not gonna help me? Nah, you got it, sis. You already be saying all the time you got it, so why would he feel the need to come help you if you constantly always got it? Leave room for him to do something, you know. Like, of course, I know it's like, I got it, but like I've learned that, like, when I hear my brothers, especially my brothers now, like now that we're getting older, he like, give me the bags, or he like, give me, I got it, give me, you don't gotta carry this, give me. And it would be, before I was like, I'm not handicapped, you know, I'm not illiterate or nothing, I can do it, but it's like, I've noticed that they feel more masculine when they're the ones carrying it instead of me. And I learned to respect them, you know, and respect that as a man. I could never know what it feels like to be a man, but I learned to see their point of view. You know, I could never put on their shoes, but as a woman, I see how a man, how feeling needed is important to them, you know. So remember, you need your man, so leave room for him to do things for you, you know. Next one is stop being jealous. Okay, I know it's hard. Alright, he's not all yours. You have to share him sometimes, and that's fine. Stop being so jealous. Like, at work, if a female talks to him or whatever, like me and my first fiance first had a job together, you know, I was a little jealous. It was because the manager, I don't care what anybody said. They said that she was on the other side, but no. She was a little too smiley. You feel me? She was a little too much in our business. And then when she asked us to be getting married and things like that, she was like, So I was a little like, okay. But what I mean to say, I say all of that to say this. Don't be jealous, okay? Even though, because sometimes when you trust, it's not even really, it doesn't come from a trust place. It comes from a, I want all of your attention place, you know? I started operating in that mindset when we first started working together. And it was not a good mindset because I realized we couldn't even get through the day because I was so much in my feelings, you know, like, and he like, bro, like, why are you all in your feelings? And I'm just like, because, like, I feel like she was laughing too much and you're not that funny. But, you know, like, in that way, like, he really is. He is that funny. But the point that I'm trying to make is, it's like in your mind, I don't know if anybody else feel like this, but it's like in your mind you feel like I should be the only one laughing that hard at his jokes, or I should be the only one that's like thinking he's that funny. Like, you're doing too much, you know, like, it's that. And it comes from a place of like, I guess you can say you don't want to share. So I put envy or jealous because I don't know no other word for it, but you have to share him, okay? It's life. Just know at the end of the day, he wants and he will come home to you. Okay? It's not that like, oh, he gonna always come home to me, because you know where home is. No. He wants to come home to you. It's not that, oh, he's going to. No. He wants. You always want your partner to want to come home. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, you don't want to always be like, oh, because he know where home is. Yeah. He can make a couple stops before you get home. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you want to know, you want to just operate in that mindset. Not he know where home is, but he wants to be with me. He wants to always come home to me, you know. So don't worry, you're not the only one that goes through that. Like, I don't know if it's a period in each relationship that goes through that, but I've been through it. So yeah. You have to share. Next, what's it called? An interrogator. Basically, they don't want someone that interrogates them 24/7. Someone that's asking them a million questions. Meaning like when I mean learn your man, I don't mean interrogate him. Like, don't overdo it. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, don't over interrogate a person. Like, don't be like, so how was your day? I want to hear so what you do after that? Oh, I did this. And then what happened after that? Oh, I went to John, but you just said you weren't here. And it's like, nah, I went to the John, you know, to go run. The point that I'm trying to make is, don't be that interrogator. Like, you're not a cop, okay? You're not the person in the room that got the other person in handcuffs. You're a girlfriend. You're a wife. You're a fiance. Calm down, okay? Trust your partner. Take a deep breath sometimes, because sometimes being in a relationship, you can get caught up in the other person. Remember, it's okay. Alright? Like, I don't know. Like, sometimes, like, I've noticed me getting caught up in, you know, a little too much in my relationship. But I've noticed that it's so easy to be, like, an interrogator. Like, I need to know everything. Every minute, every second of the day. You don't. You don't need to know every minute and second of his day. Okay? That's not healthy. Listen. It's not healthy, okay? Like, I'm, like, honestly telling you, it's not healthy, and it's really not for you either. It's really not healthy for you mentally. Because then, imagine what you're thinking about when he leaves. Oh my goodness. Imagine if you hear that he brought somebody some chips or something. Maybe she was hungry. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot going up there. The point that I'm trying to make is, calm down. You are a female, you are a wife, you are a fiance, you're a girlfriend, not a cop, okay? So just calm down sometimes. So I don't know, you know, I'm just saying, putting these out there, because these are things that they said, and these are also things that I've noticed. Last thing but not least is stop overthinking. Okay, I think this is at the top, so we must put it twice, but I'm just gonna say this to end it, is stop overthinking. Okay, don't hop to one Don't go from 1 to 5. Don't go from 5 to 10. Take a deep breath. You feel me? Like, don't overthink. In this world, in this life, in life period, things can get very difficult. It makes us overthink. It makes us very, like, all in our head, you know? When you're in here, that means you're on autopilot out here. I think it's called autopilot, right? Yeah, autopilot. Yeah, I think it's called that. You know when the planes go on autopilot? Yeah. So, I'm a little tired. It's like really 9 o'clock at night. Yeah, I'm tired. So, I'm an early bird also. But the point I'm trying to make is, when you're in here, that means you're not operating out here. So, get out of here so that you can be out here, okay? It's the hand movements for me. But for real, get out of here so you can be out here, because if you're so much in here, you're not operating out here. And the last thing you want to do is be all up in your head in your relationship, because some thoughts are not yours, alright? Some thoughts are from movies, videos, other things, okay? Some thoughts are from, because you heard her boyfriend cheated on her, or you heard her boyfriend did something, you know, weird and very, very not nice. And then it's in your mind. So, if your guy told you that he walked to the store, first thing you thinking, we got a car while you walking. Maybe he want to take a walk, but why? Is it because we should come live down the street? Because that's how my friend said that her other boyfriend done went down the street and then stuff happened. You know what I'm trying to say? That ain't got nothing to do with you, girl. Okay? 1, ain't got nothing to do with you. 2, he not him. And 3, you're overthinking it. Maybe he just wanted to take a walk. Maybe he just needs some air, you know? Maybe it ain't that deep. Okay? So before you react, one scripture in the Bible that always gets me is be slow to anger. Be slow to speak and be slow to anger. So you don't want to be that person that's so quick to angry, so quick to snap. Okay? You want to be that person that's just, you took a walk? I'm glad. Did you bring me some chips back? Okay. You know, believe it or not, if anybody's doing anything to hurt you, the Most High will show you, okay? He will reveal it, especially if you ask him. Trust me. But, like, don't be an interrogator. Don't be an overthinker. Don't be envious. Alright. So, that's it for this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Tell me what you guys think down below. I tried to break these videos up into 2 parts because I wanted to make sure I get this out tonight so I can post tomorrow so you guys can tell me what you think. Okay, so yeah, so I'm so excited because I really think that I made some really great points. And I just really pray and hope that I can help you guys. Like, that's like my goal. So, that's just something I want to do in this. I really want to do. So, oh, my mom's calling me. That means dinner is done. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And follow my social medias down below. Remember, you are a blessing. You are loved. And I love you. See ya.